The isometric genre has plenty to look forward to, with new RPGs, action adventures, and strategy experiences on the horizon. Let's have a look at the isometric games scheduled to arrive in 2026.
In the face of that power, I was completely helpless.
Embers of the Uncrowned is a dark fantasy MMORPG with fast-paced isometric combat. Players take the role of the rightful lord of House Harborwell and battle elven forces and corrupted creatures to reclaim lost lands. Different classes provide unique skills and combat styles, while companions add support in battle. Players can join others for raids and boss fights, expand their settlement into a larger city, and strengthen their character through gear upgrades, skill gems, and bloodline powers.
This settlement will be where your house takes root again. Every step you take will help lay its foundation. One by one, people will find their way to you and stand by your side. Let this be where your house rises again, and where a new story begins.
I beseech thee, lead us to the final reckoning, and exact our worth through thy...
Warhammer 40,000. Dark Heresy is a party-based CRPG where players serve as an acolyte of the Inquisition and investigate heresy across the Calixis sector. The game combines story-driven choices with investigative mechanics that involve gathering clues, interrogating suspects, and uncovering conspiracies. Players command a warband made up of different companions, each with unique abilities and perspectives. Combat uses a turn-based system that rewards planning, targeting enemy weak points, and managing party morale during battles.
And armor our thought against all that is foul and vile to humanity. Let us not rest in false pretense of righteousness, for duty ends only in death. We will smite humanity's foes in exaltation of thee, seeking ever-elusive redemption for innocence.
Ruiner 2 is a cyberpunk action RPG set in the city of Recon, where players fight through fast-paced battles using a roster of unique shells. The shell system allows instant character switching during combat, letting players combine abilities and create powerful attack chains. Each shell has its own skills, progression path, equipment, and resource limits. Players can collect new shells, upgrade gear through crafting, develop passive abilities, and take on combat challenges alone or with up to 3 players. Loulan, the Cursed Sand, tells the story of a skeletal warrior searching the lost kingdom of Loulan for his beloved princess. Players can switch between bone and sand forms, with each form offering different combat abilities and interactions. Sand powers play a key role in battles, puzzle solving, and moving through dangerous areas. The game uses top-down melee combat against groups of enemies, while elite foes and powerful bosses provide tougher challenges that require skill and strategy. Liminal Point is a survival horror game where players control Lyra as she returns to a fog-covered island to investigate the disappearance of her bandmate. Players search abandoned locations, collect clues, and uncover details connected to the island's past. Resource management plays an important role, with limited inventory space requiring careful planning. The game features isometric visuals, encounters with hostile creatures, and a story that gradually reveals mysteries through exploration, cryptic messages, and environmental discoveries.
Did you forget what happened on that night? This place remembers, and so do I.
This is not me. 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 This is not me!
Minecraft Dungeons 2 brings players back to a land threatened by a growing force of evil. Players take on the role of a hero and fight through dangerous encounters across previously unseen locations. Combat and progression remain at the center of the adventure as players work to overcome powerful enemies and challenges. The game supports both solo and cooperative play, allowing friends to join forces while trying to protect the land from a new danger. Darkhaven takes place in a dark fantasy land where civilization has collapsed and monsters now occupy the ruins of former empires. Players venture into procedurally generated regions, battle enemies using skill-based combat, and develop characters through gear and skill trees. The world is fully destructible, allowing players to dig, build, reshape terrain, and uncover hidden locations. Solo, cooperative, and PvP play are supported across persistent realms where player actions leave lasting changes on the environment. GRAFT centers on escaping a massive ruined space station known as the Ark, while uncovering the secrets hidden within its decaying structure. Players must manage limited resources, survive encounters with hostile creatures, and navigate dangerous areas filled with forgotten technology. A unique GRAFT system allows abilities and body parts to be taken from defeated enemies, creating new combat options and character builds. Choices made throughout the story influence relationships with survivors and affect how events develop.
Fell. No one noticed that life fell with it. They did not come.
Black Plague Survival takes place in a version of medieval Europe where the Black Death has turned the dead into zombies. Players begin as a refugee and develop their character through skill progression while gathering resources and crafting equipment. Building and defending a settlement plays a major role, with walls, traps, and fortifications helping protect against attacks. Combat combines swords with early gunpowder weapons, while changing enemy behavior based on the time of day requires different survival strategies.
Hear them in the dark, beyond the walls, within yourself. There are no heroes here, only those who still breathe. A hunger that cannot be stopped. They feel fear. They feel life.
All indie studio based in Quebec, Canada. So I'm really excited to present to you our next game, which is called
Werewolf, the Apocalypse. Rageborn stars Taylor, a Garou warrior battling the forces threatening Gaia across Alaska. Players can shift between human, wolf, and war forms, each offering different abilities for combat, stealth, and traversal. Character progression revolves around unlocking gifts and creating custom builds through various power combinations. The game also includes a connected world with hidden paths, while rescued allies contribute to crafting, upgrades, and den development.
Has tools. In our case, our character has tools plus forms, and you can dynamically, constantly shapeshift between those forms in order to complete exploration and combat challenges. It's super interesting. The drone is a good example of a multi-form solution enemy design. And when it's flying above your head, you can hack and slash as much as you want with your melee combat of the Terrinoth, but you're never gonna hit it. Obviously, it charges you in the attack. That's what it's trying to do. So giving you a window to use melee. But obviously it's not the perfect solution. The perfect solution is for you to shapeshift into a Hamid form and use ranged weapon in order to down it. It's a lot easier to reach something that's flying above your head with a ranged weapon. So that's a good example of the type of enemy that we have. The boss room. So basically Blair, the director of Leaf Lab, pulls you into this boss room in the hopes of destroying you. That is a good other opportunities for you to use multiple shapeshifting. You cannot kill this boss unless you use your multiple form. In the gameplay footage that you guys can see right now, going through this portion of Leaf Lab requires you to use your Lupus form. The Lupus is way more agile when it comes to navigating different platforms, jumping farther, being quicker when it comes to navigating specific traversal systems. So it's up to the player to use the right forms also when it comes to exploration. Werewolf the Apocalypse Rageborn is coming out next year, 2027. You can follow us on social media and go wishlist the game on your preferred platform. Thank you very much, and I can't wait to show you more.
Gods, Death, and Reapers is an extraction action RPG set in an afterlife where fallen gods and ruined mythologies have left the realms in chaos. Players enter dangerous maps to complete objectives, battle enemies or rival players, and extract with valuable loot. Progression includes gathering gear, upgrading a hidden fortress, and preparing custom loadouts. Alongside the extraction mode, the game also features a single-player story campaign and cooperative PvE activities focused on combat and objectives. Star Wars Zero Company places players in command of an elite squad during the final stages of the Clone Wars. Playing as former Republic officer Hawks, players lead Zero Company, a group of specialists recruited to confront a growing threat. The game uses turn-based tactical combat, requiring careful planning and squad management during missions. Progress depends on guiding a team of allies with different backgrounds and working together to overcome difficult objectives across the galaxy.
The one fought in the shadows. The war beneath the war. A war that's won with the right strategy. Surveillance, ciphers, good old-fashioned sabotage. These aren't the heroes they tell stories about. They're professionals. Setting aside their differences to take on the impossible. But that's the job, and they get it done.
Space Scum is a turn-based sci-fi RPG where players lead a mercenary company across procedurally generated planets. Missions, factions, environments, and enemies vary depending on player decisions and destinations. Squad management is a key part of the game, with permanent death making each recruit valuable. Combat allows different character roles, including melee fighters, ranged specialists, hackers, and support units. Rewards earned from missions can be used to hire mercenaries, unlock skills, and equip the team with stronger gear.
Think that you are a failure? Is the glorious stupidity of the current monarch carrying the races of men to extinction?
The Kingsward combines open-world role-playing with isometric action combat and a flexible character progression system. Players can choose from multiple races, unlock subclasses, mix abilities from different paths, and develop unique combat styles through weapon masteries and traits. Activities include exploring diverse regions, entering dungeons and caves, gathering resources, crafting equipment, and managing trade routes. The adventure revolves around searching for the legendary Kingsward while interacting with characters through a story that uses satire and humor.
Weird NPCs! Navigate overly dramatic family dynamics. And don't forget to roll, and roll, like in all the popular RPGs. The Kingsward! Made just for fun by a small indie studio. No,
Tiny Delivery stars a small food delivery robot tasked with transporting an important package through a lively neighborhood. Along the way, players interact with local residents, take part in small activities, and uncover hidden secrets scattered throughout the area. The robot can help people with their problems or create a bit of chaos by interfering with objects in everyday situations. The adventure combines light puzzle solving, character interactions, and story-driven moments during a single delivery route.
You again.
Emberville begins with a prisoner awakening inside the Vitramotus, a vast underground realm where death no longer lasts. Players battle monsters using action-focused combat, develop custom builds through multiple classes and skills, and strengthen their character with new equipment. Progress also comes from rescuing survivors and helping rebuild the town of Emberville, which unlocks new services and activities. Gathering, crafting, building, and completing quests all play a role in advancing through the prison's dangerous regions.
Ignore the clouds in your mind. The villagers need your help, and the Vitrometus is no place for weaklings. It will be a difficult task, but together you will rebuild this town. Find a safe place and hone your skills to prepare for the challenges ahead. And there will be many. For the eternal prison knows no bounds.
There's no way out of this prison, Wanderer. Nor from the unceasing grip of death.
Wanderer, give a hand to old Tanisha, would you? For now, let's find a safer place. away from these damp walls. We can discuss those trivialities once we're able to breathe fresh air.
Oh, hey there, I'm Amelia Tyler. You might recognise me as the voice of the narrator in Baldur's Gate 3, Hecate in Hades 2, and Eleanor Nightingale in Warframe. Now, what might I be doing next, I wonder? Well, I'm here today to announce that I will be joining the cast of Emberville. I don't know how much you know about this game yet, but if it's not already on your radar, fix that, because you are in for a treat with this game. I've seen under the hood a little bit. What they are doing is just phenomenal on every level. The artwork is gorgeous. The soundtrack just does things to me. I cannot wait for you to experience it and for you to meet my character. So come along and join us on this journey, and I will see you very soon. Bye.
Revenge of the Firstborn is a tactical turn-based RPG built around the classic 3.5 SRD rule set. Players lead a party of heroes to uncover the truth behind the legendary Firstborn and determine their impact on the world. Combat includes mounted warfare, more than 300 spells, and battles against a large variety of monsters with reactive AI. Outside the main adventure, players can search for treasures, face difficult encounters, and tackle a separate endless dungeon mode with randomly generated challenges.
Before I found you, the sky fell. I remember.
Kingfish is an asymmetric co-op strategy game where two players take on different roles while building and protecting a mobile kingdom. One player controls a giant living island from a strategic view, managing city construction, production, and defenses. The other controls the king on the ground, gathering resources, helping villagers, and fighting enemies. Villagers have unique abilities that affect both the economy and combat, while roguelike elements introduce different maps, mechanics, and challenges in each run.
And we'll find the heart of the Black Mist together.
Have 3 slated. One will be coming with the 0.1 early access, and then the third one will come at a later date.
Do a barrel roll.
The Dark West combines action RPG combat with a Western setting corrupted by dark forces and occult influences. Players fight using revolvers, rifles, shotguns, curses, and ritual-based powers while managing positioning, timing, movement, and ammunition. Character progression revolves around skill trees, talents, loot, rune stones, and class-specific abilities that support different build styles. Activities include hunting powerful enemies, completing bounty contracts, facing optional bosses, and searching dangerous regions for rare equipment and rewards.
this, which is technically a passive. Most of these are active abilities though. So I have a choice here between Barrel Breaker and Hex Shot. I'm more of a Barrel Breaker guy myself. However, it needs to be buffed right now. The attack speed's really slow. So I'm gonna go with Hex Shot. Nice and simple. Shoots a ghostly skull from my firearm.
Do more. Take a hit, Wooly. Take one for the team.
Okay.
It actually might just kill you. It's
Nope,
probably
we're good.
Oh, close to lethal. They do hit a lot harder. So they do have a higher loot condensing factor, LCF value, which increases the quality of the loot, not the quantity. So
that is one of the core principles of our game. If you guys play other action RPGs, there will not be a loot filter. Of course, we'll have, like, you know, pretty name plates and whatever to give you the dopamine hits. You should not ever feel the need to be like, why am I dropping, you know, 10 items that I don't care about? Also, you want to briefly talk about crafting here?
Our crafting is used to augment and improve weapons, not create them from the ground up. So you won't be, white item crafting with no affixes into something that has 9 affixes and all the bells and whistles. You're going to find something good and then make it great or make it exceptional, but it'll still be very good to use out the gate.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Crimson Freedom is a story-driven real-time strategy game set on Mars during a conflict over the future of humanity. Players build bases, manage resources, command armies, and take part in large-scale battles across multiple campaigns. The narrative is presented through different perspectives, gradually revealing the wider conflict and its consequences. 3 distinct factions offer unique units, technologies, and tactical approaches, encouraging different strategies while balancing military expansion, economic growth, and battlefield control.
East Prussia, Autumn 1944.
Red Recon 1944 is a real-time tactics game that puts players in command of a Soviet reconnaissance squad operating behind enemy lines in East Prussia. Missions involve gathering intelligence, carrying out sabotage operations, and surviving with limited resources. Each squad member has unique skills that support different approaches to objectives. Players can rely on stealth through disguises, infiltration, and silent takedowns, or engage in direct combat while using cover, tactical positioning, and synchronized commands through a tactical pause system. Hellforged is a loot-focused extraction game that combines bullet heaven combat with character progression and build customization. Players battle large groups of demons while collecting gear, completing objectives, opening chests, and securing valuable rewards through extraction points. Different character classes provide unique abilities, while talent trees, relics, and equipment allow for varied build combinations. Resources gathered during runs can be used to upgrade a camp, improve characters, and prepare for increasingly difficult encounters and boss battles.
I often sneaked out of the village. I envisioned myself traversing the mists of the forests.
Shadow of the Road is a turn-based RPG set in an alternate version of 1868 Japan, where magic exists alongside advanced machinery. Players assemble a party of warriors, spies, and other companions while protecting a mysterious boy with unusual powers. Combat revolves around tactical positioning and character-specific abilities, with each team member bringing different strengths to battle. Story decisions influence relationships, character development, and the direction of events as the conflict between competing factions continues to unfold.
Developed by Revo Games, a team of 5 independent creators driven by passion. With Clockfall, we want to...
Clockfall combines dungeon crawling, action RPG combat, and village defense within a time loop structure where time serves as the main resource. Players enter dungeons to gather resources, unlock weapons, spells, and abilities, then return to defend their village against invading forces. Progress depends on balancing time gains with combat strength, as both influence future runs. Character growth, permanent upgrades, and changing roguelite elements encourage different strategies while working toward escaping the repeating cycle.
Precious resource, and it's taking away. Every second in the dungeon counts. You must optimize every move to reach the depth before the clock runs out. To survive longer and push further, you will face heart-wrenching choices. Invest your resources into combat stats, new weapons, and powerful spells, or sacrifice your progress to buy yourself more time. Will you take your time to explore, uncovering every secret of the map, or will you opt for shorter runs, one-shotting every foe in your path? Rockfall's soul also lies in its dual rhythm. The adrenaline of the crawl meets the intensity of village defense. Everything you scavenge, resources, upgrades, and experience must be used to fortify your settlement. As enemy waves grow in scale, your ability to hold the line determines your survival. Earn permanent upgrades to grow stronger, master the loop, and finally, escape the nightmare. Master the clock, break the loop.
UnderRail 2 Infusion is an isometric turn-based RPG set in a network of underground metro station states, where players take on the role of a scavenger searching for technology and resources. Combat uses a turn-based system with firearms, melee weapons, special attacks, and tactical options. The game also features detailed crafting, equipment customization, hacking, and mechanical tinkering. NPCs and creatures operate within a dynamic world, moving between locations and reacting to changing conditions across the UnderRail. Dead Zone Revive combines strategy and RPG systems in a zombie apocalypse, where players manage a team of survivors and defend a growing base. Real-time missions involve gathering weapons, resources, and equipment while facing threats from both zombies and other survivors. Different character classes provide specialized roles such as healing, scouting, engineering, and combat. Progress comes through leveling up survivors, crafting items, expanding defenses, and forming alliances to complete objectives and earn rewards. Where the Forest Ends is a top-down horror shooter set in a post-apocalyptic landscape filled with zombies and hostile bandits. Players fight through dangerous areas using a selection of firearms and melee weapons while collecting and upgrading equipment. Combat emphasizes tactical decision-making, enemy behavior, and weapon combinations through a status effects system. The story centers on a journey with a wayward brother, while encounters with different threats shape progression through the devastated world. Hollow Home is a narrative survival RPG where players control Maxim, a 14-year-old trying to endure life in a city under occupation. Progress is driven through conversations, quests, and daily decisions rather than combat. Limited action points force players to choose how they spend each day, which people to help, and which opportunities to pursue. Survival skills such as crafting, scavenging, cooking, and first aid are learned from other characters, while choices influence relationships, events, and outcomes.
Big Brother is watching. One wrong step, a stray sound, and the city knows you're here.
Deserter is an isometric stealth RPG set in a totalitarian city where players take control of a soldier trying to survive and escape. Missions revolve around burglary, infiltration, and resource gathering while avoiding detection. Players can use tools such as lockpicks, crowbars, grappling hooks, and distractions to overcome obstacles. Character progression includes nearly 100 skills and talents across multiple mastery paths, allowing different approaches such as pickpocketing, hacking, or social manipulation. Choices and actions influence the story and its outcomes.
Or in someone's pockets. The choice is always yours. Your greatest tool is thinking ahead. Adapt to your surroundings. Light makes you vulnerable. Shadow gives you a chance to vanish. And cover lets you wait out danger. Watch your step. Look up. Find alternate routes. And create new ones. Move across city districts from the slums to the mansions of the party elite. But tread carefully. Cameras, alarms, and traps lurk at every turn. Residents notice suspicious behavior, noise, and missing belongings, while police and soldiers shoot on sight. The city reacts to every theft and evolves. Patrols grow thicker, residents grow more wary, and wealthy districts bristle with security. Danger comes from within, too. Hunger, exhaustion, and infection steadily wear John down. In a city gripped by plague, food and medicine are worth more than gold, and theft is a necessity just to survive another day. Over 100 skills and abilities shape your playstyle. Become an unseen pickpocket, or a silver-tongued con artist, or a fearless raider. Before each run, choose talents that grant real advantages and challenging limitations. Skills also unlock new options in dialogue and alternative ways to complete missions. All your gear is crafted by hand from scavenged materials, from grappling hooks to toxic darts. And also, you can make friends with dogs. Plan every step. Hone your craft. Survive a world where every day could be your last.
COPA City is a football management and city building game where players organize large-scale match day events instead of managing teams on the pitch. Taking the role of a city captain, players oversee transportation, security, fan zones, catering, and marketing to prepare a city for major football matches. Different fan groups have unique needs that must be balanced while maintaining smooth operations. Real clubs, stadiums, and cities are included, with success measured through match readiness, safety, and overall event management.
Hot food, cold drinks. That's what it takes to win over a crowd. For some, it's just a PR success story. For us, it's a matter of survival. Food prices are back to normal. New spaces are opening up. COPA City is starting to look like the place we always imagined. Uh-oh, looks like here comes trouble. Will you help me manage this one too?
There are so many decisions ahead and so many places to make them. COPA City isn't just a game. It's an event that you and I need to build from scratch. Will you help me shape the city, Captain?
Project Haven is a squad-based tactical RPG set in a near-future city, where players lead the mercenary group known as the Steel Dragons. Missions require careful squad selection, equipment management, and tactical planning against gangs, rival mercenaries, and government forces. Combat features free aiming, simulated projectiles, locational damage, stealth, destructible environments, and flexible movement without grid restrictions. Character progression allows mercenaries to develop different skills and specializations, while weapon customization and ammunition management add further tactical depth.
Has always distinguished itself by the urge to explore unknown lands. Since the turn of the 19th...
Latitude 76, Land of the Onkilons is an action-adventure game inspired by a real polar expedition that searches for a mysterious island in the Arctic Ocean. Players use grappling hooks, zip lines, and climbing mechanics to traverse the environment and uncover hidden secrets. The game allows players to switch between characters, including a monkey that can access hidden paths and solve puzzles. Encounters with hunters, creatures, and environmental dangers can be approached through stealth or direct confrontation.
I understand your objections, Magnus, since you may have heard tell of certain rumors and legends that this is not the first expedition to these parts, and that those before you did not return. Prove the existence of Terra Incognita at a latitude of 76 degrees north, or erase the outline of this godforsaken patch of land. And one more thing, Magnus. I have never had cause to doubt your dedication. Do not make the Academy.
Scavland is a hardcore survival RPG set in a post-apocalyptic region shaped by war, radiation, and a mysterious substance known as the Mist. Players take the role of a scavenger, searching dangerous locations for resources while managing limited supplies and equipment. Combat requires a careful approach due to scarce ammunition, weapon malfunctions, and hostile enemies. Progress comes through trading, completing contracts, interacting with factions, and uncovering the secrets behind the Mist and the ruined world around it.
you done?
I peeked over the veil.
Glasshouse is a narrative-driven CRPG set inside a locked-down apartment building during the early stages of a global conflict. Players take the role of Wieldmare, a deputy investigating a triple murder while dealing with residents, political tensions, and personal beliefs. Turn-based encounters can be resolved through combat or dialogue, with conversations influenced by a political alignment system. Character development, branching dialogue, hidden interactions, and multiple endings all contribute to how events unfold within the building and beyond.
I will not be guilty of my hunger!
Terrinoth Heroes of Descent is a co-op tactical RPG that brings the Descent universe to PC with a new story-driven adventure. Players assemble a team of heroes and venture through dangerous dungeons, taking on powerful enemies and boss encounters in turn-based battles. Each hero offers distinct abilities and progression paths, allowing parties to develop different strategies throughout the campaign. With online co-op support, narrative-driven missions, and tactical combat focused on positioning, timing, and team synergies, the game aims to deliver an accessible fantasy RPG experience inspired by the classic board game series.
And I wanted to give you some details about our newest update, build 0.1.3, which we're calling
As One We Survive is a post-apocalyptic survival game that blends resource gathering, exploration, and community management into a harsh fight for survival. Set in a collapsed America, the story follows a father searching for a way to save his sick daughter while building a settlement and keeping fellow survivors alive. Players will scavenge for supplies, recruit new members, construct essential facilities, and make difficult decisions as they struggle against the dangers of a lawless world.
a warmth bonus for being indoors, along with a bonus to condition and fatigue recovery during rest. We've overhauled the cooking system to allow boiling water and brewing teas that provide effects like improved stamina regeneration, warmth bonuses, fatigue recovery, and even a special tea that boosts condition recovery during sleep, making any shelter more effective. The recycled can has been added as the tool for boiling water and brewing teas or coffee at your campsites. You'll also come across rare reishi mushroom tree stumps in the wilderness, which can be harvested and crafted into a prepared version for a powerful medicinal tea. You might even discover a new use for birch bark as well. A new affliction, blood infection, has been added. Bandages now carry a risk of infection depending on their quality, making disinfected bandages more important. Alcohol or antiseptic can be used to clean wounds if treated in time. Antibiotics are rare, but a well-made reishi tea may help as a natural alternative. A much requested feature is here. You can now eat and drink directly from your backpack, freeing up your quick bar and speeding up access to your supplies. Some food and drink items are now multi-use, letting you save portions for later or finish them all at once. If you want to support fellow indies and get access to the game demo pipeline, you can still support us on Indiegogo and get access to the current backer demo. Thanks for your amazing support.
I have seen its truth.
Void Hunters is a dark fantasy turn-based RPG centered on tactical combat and squad building. Players recruit a roster of unique hunters, strengthen their abilities, improve equipment, and assemble teams capable of facing the growing threat of the Void. Battles reward careful planning and smart use of skills, while roguelite missions and special challenges introduce new objectives and evolving strategies. Alongside the combat, players uncover a larger story involving missing hunters, rising Void activity, and growing conflict with a powerful religious order.
Hear the world cracking.
Fractured Worlds is a dark fantasy action RPG set across the shattered remains of a broken reality. Players travel through fragmented realms, uncover the truth behind a world-ending catastrophe, and battle dangerous enemies using deliberate, skill-based combat. A flexible progression system allows different playstyles, while diverse environments, powerful bosses, and valuable loot encourage exploration. The game also features optional online interactions, letting players cooperate, compete, or simply cross paths as they journey through the fractured world.
Please send by base to you, copy. Read 5, this is our
Fifth Terran Task Force.
ZeroSpace is a sci-fi strategy game that combines large-scale, real-time battles with a story-focused RPG campaign. Players take command of a galactic fleet, recruit heroes and specialists, strengthen their forces, and make decisions that influence the future of humanity. The campaign features branching choices, character relationships, and multiple missions, while multiplayer modes expand the experience with faction variety, competitive battles, and a persistent galaxy-wide conflict. With numerous units, factions, and strategic options, ZeroSpace aims to offer both narrative depth and large-scale RTS gameplay.
What the hell is that? HQ, are you seeing this?
We are receiving a distress signal. What is most important to you, Prefect Aster?
Go to hell.